Hello and welcome, my name is Matilda and this is my ultimate weight challenge where I'm going to lose 45 kilos or 100 pounds. This is actually part 7 or week 7. If you've seen my last video, you know that I am actually still in Åre on my ski trip. Last week went kind of so-so. If I can say it myself, you can go back and watch it if you want. I had some carbs and I am expecting to have more carbs this week, especially since my planned cheat meal is in the beginning of this week and Valentine's Day is coming up. So I'm going to see if I'm actually losing some weight this week. I might think I might not, since my body reacted like it did to carbs last week. But who knows, maybe I'm losing 10 kilos this week. Most likely not, but a girl can hope, can't she? But yeah, I'm saying let's start this. So this is how I look right now, bloated and looking like I gained weight from before. I can't wait to go home and do something about this. So this week started pretty much like the last one ended, with me standing on my skis pretty much all days, every days. We had some pretty good weathers here for the most part, so we were being able to going up to the top, and I love being up there. It's so beautiful. And one of the days we only went up to the top skiing down. That was all the things we did. And I love it. It's so beautiful and I love the view so much. But yeah, I have been standing on my skis pretty much all the time. We went on night skiing one day where they open one of the slopes for around 2 or 3 hours. So we were there when they opened and we took some slides down, some ski slides down. I don't know what it's called. The first night after my last weigh-in, we actually went to a place called Broken. It's a hamburger place. It's the most popular, or one of the more popular places here in Åre, and we always get there because we love the food so much. And I had a hamburger and fries, and my body or my mind went crazy after my fries. I thought about fries for I think like 3 days straight. That was probably the only thing that I wanted more than anything else in my life right there and then. But yeah, so that was the first dinner after my last weigh-in. It was my one planned cheat meal that I had. So at the same time, I was going to enjoy it because it was my one planned cheat meal that I had. And food is not supposed to be something you feel bad about or something like that. So I enjoyed my meal and it tasted good and I was happy at the end of the day. So Valentine's Day came and me and my mom indulged in semlor. We had 3 each. I was planning on having 1, but my mom can be kind of a bad influence sometimes when it comes to food. So yeah, it ended up being 3. But the first one was kind of so-so. We had it while being up in the slopes. And but the second 2 we had from the cafe in Åre, where we had my first meal when we arrived. And that tasted so good. And they also carved out a little heart on top. It was so cute. And yeah, they were worth it. I loved them so much. But at the same time, I feel like I've had my semlor for this year. So I feel happy about that, even though in a couple of weeks there's gonna be a day only made for this semlor. Right now I feel that I can handle being without one on that day, since I had my free now. But we'll see. You never know when that day comes. I can probably change my mind. So yeah, that's pretty much my last days in Åre. So when the Saturday came and we've been there for a week, it was time to go home. Almost. We went to the Åre chocolate factory before going home. It's also kind of a tradition, and I don't know what happened. I went crazy. I tasted so much chocolate and I just pressed chocolate into my mouth. I think it's because that I know that when Sunday came, I am going to go back to my regular life. And so I don't know. I just pressed a lot of chocolate in my mouth that evening before going home. So yeah, that was my Åre ski trip. And when I got back, I started with being really strict with my foods. I went back to eating 800 calories a day. So at the same time, I'm doing like 16-8. So I fast between 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. I think that's right. Yeah, probably right. Because I can't really find a way to get my calories to work during the day if I don't. So I fast and I eat keto and I eat 800 calories a day. I went back to that, and I also got to the gym. So I am on my way to the gym right now. It's basically the first day back after my vacation. So I'm excited to get back to keto, and I decided to go back to 800 calories for a while, just to get back to my diet or lifestyle or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it feels good to be back to keto, and I'm hoping that my body will understand what to do pretty quickly. So yeah, off to the gym. So week 7 has passed, even though it didn't start out as good as I hoped it would 2 weeks ago. It ended well. I've gotten back to my routines. I have gotten back to working out and eating my keto. So, I mean, that feels great, to being able to be back. Going steady with that. So that's why I think that what the scale shows this week didn't bother me as much, because I know that I've had my cheat meals in the beginning of the week, even though I know that the ending was good. This is probably my worst week that I've had so far. I have lost 0.2 kilos, so yeah, I'm making that a total of 12.4 kilos. As I said, this is my worst week that I've had since I started my journey, but I know it's because that I've had my hamburger and fries, I've had chocolate and stuff like that, similar. So, I mean, at the same time, I'm not sad, I'm not upset. I know that's the reason why it's like that. This is how I look right now compared to last week. I can't really see a difference, even, and I really haven't lost any weight, so I mean, there should probably not be that huge of a difference, to be honest. But yeah, I'm back to my normal routine, so I'm looking forward for next week to see what that brings, and if my body can start losing weight again, or if I plateau. But right now I don't think it will. I think it will be going steady again, and I can already on these few days feel that my body is feeling better than when I ate all the carbs in array. So yeah, I'm going into next week hopeful and happy, even though this was my worst week ever. So, but yeah, and I'm hoping that you will follow me throughout next week. I'm posting on Sundays, and if you would like, you can comment, you can like, you can subscribe. I will be so happy if you do any of it. Or otherwise, I'm still hoping that I will see you next week. Bye!